New pitcher for Fordham, as it's Anthony Zimmerman. Anthony DeMeglio's day is done. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Those 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pitched pretty well as he leaves with Fordham leading 3-2. Tom, let's meet Anthony Zimmerman.
Zimmerman, a 4-year member of this Fordham pitching staff, has become one of the Rams' top relievers this season. He has set career highs in virtually every category, posting 3 wins, 2 saves, 45 strikeouts, and a team best .98 ERA. He'll be graduating next week, a degree in finance. He's a smart kid. He's a great reliever, and he's been just that for the Rams this year.
45 strikeouts, 15 walks. Opponents batting 184. Those 45 strikeouts in 27 and 2/3 innings pitch, just remarkable. He'll have to face 5, 6, and 7 in the Explorers lineup. Ryan Guckin, Jack Cuccinata, and Nick Hopkins. Here's Guckin. A nice 2 for 2 in the game. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the play, 0-1.
A nice 2 for 2.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah.
Singled to lead off the second and doubled and came around to score in the 4th. That breaking ball misses inside, 1-1.
Not only is he 2 for 2, he came around to score the first run of the ball game for LaSalle back in the 4th inning. Jack Cuccinita double plated him.
So from 0-1 to 2-1. Zimmerman misses again. The 2-1 from Zimmerman. Yanks it in the dirt. 3-1.
Zimmerman has some electric stuff out of the bullpen. One of the best relievers, like I said, for this Rams team.
And just like that, the leadoff runner is on for the Explorers in the form of a walk.
He has a lot of velocity. You could hear the pop of the glove on some of the pitches, some of his fastballs. Problem is there needs to be location as well. It can't just be having life on the fastball, and that's kind of what happened there. Maybe just a bit amped up coming into this one.
LaSalle in this series, 1 run in the first 21 innings. They've been able to play 2 in the last 2, and they have another runner on base down by 1. Here's Jack Cuccinata. Takes a strike. 0-1.
And you mentioned that stat, Dom. It's interesting because the rap on LaSalle really coming into this one was not a problem with their offense.
Yes.
You see the bad Atlantic 10 record. It was really pitching that was the issue, especially at the top of their lineup, some really high averages.
That one misses high, 1-1.
And as we've started to see, however, in this game, it's kind of they have the ability to get hits. They have the ability to get guys on base, even get guys in scoring position. It's just a matter of getting the hits at the right time.
2-1. Zimmerman has been able to get that first strike and then just kind of loses the strike zone after that.
Maybe trying to get a little too fine with his pitches, trying to get the hitters to chase after getting the opening strike.
Guckin has attempted 1 stolen base on the year, which was successful. Again, from 0-1 to 3-1. Nick Hopkins is on deck. Outfield straight away. Infield the same with Labella holding Guckin on at first. Back-to-back walks. No one warming in the Fordham's bullpen, so this is all Anthony Zimmerman.
You put the ball in Zimmerman's hands, you expect a consistent effort. I read off those numbers, a lot of these career highs. That .98 ERA, unbelievably low, under 1 ERA. That's exactly what you want from a guy that consistently comes out of the bullpen. So if you're the Fordham coaching staff, you couldn't have expected this, and that's why you didn't have anyone warming in the bullpen maybe as a backup. So this is going to be a very important meeting here on the mound. Settle him down. Like I said, he has the velocity. It's just a matter of locating those fastballs especially. And the good thing is as well, he's going up against the bottom of the lineup. So not as dangerous as the top of the lineup average-wise, power-wise, run batted in-wise. So hopefully that'll make it a little easier for him.
That is a good thing, but with that being said, you don't want to walk these guys.
No, definitely not. But he's going 7, 8, and 9. He can get 3 outs in a row.
Here's Nick Hopkins. The freshman's 0 for 2 on the day. 5-4-3 double play in the second, lined out to left field in the 4th. Jake Baker took a hit away from him with a nice sliding catch. Zimmerman looks back Guckin at second. Tarabek in at the bag at third. See McKenzie pinched up the middle. Showing bunt, Hopkins takes a strike. He disagrees with the call. If that's in the strike zone outside part of the play, that's a perfect bunt pitch for Hopkins. Just try to lay it down the third baseline, but he thought it was outside.
Absolutely, as we saw Jake Baker do earlier on in this ball game. He did the exact thing down the third baseline. It was placed perfectly.
Shows bunt again. This time, gets it down. And Zimmerman off the mound, throws it not in time. You're not going to get Hopkins that way.
And guess what? Hopkins does the exact same thing that Baker did. Same spot, virtually the same bounce off the field, and the result is the same, except for LaSalle. They tried to play it with their third baseman, Gowan. This time the Rams try to play it with their pitcher, Zimmerman, but the result is the same.
Corey Wall in the pen for Fordham. Getting loose.
But he's going to need some time. So it's still Zimmerman's game right now.
Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch to O'Day. He cuts on and misses. We've seen that a lot this series.
The cutting and the missing from O'Day, for sure.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, I was just making sure. Got to get Siri involved as well, if you heard that.
That was my phone just going
nuts.
berserk.
Just starting listing TV shows. I'm not exactly why.
Did it say Game of Thrones?
It said Game of Thrones and Jane the Virgin.
I don't watch.
You know what that is? You don't know Game of Thrones?
I know what Game of Thrones is. I don't watch it though.
You should.
Yeah, I feel like I've had this discussion with someone. David Spampanato, the first game we called, we were talking about Games of Thrones. Why does that keep coming up?
Games of Thrones?
Whatever, a Game of Thrones.
It's not multiple Game of Thrones.
Here's the 0-2, bases loaded, nobody out, to O'Day. Got him. That's exactly what you needed if you were Anthony Zimmerman.
And after striking out the 4 times last time out for O'Day, that was his first strikeout of the ball game. Mm-hmm. So he's looking more like himself now, striking out.
Brett Simon, 0-2 in the game. Struck out looking in the third, grounded out the third in the fifth. A walk to Guckin, a walk to Cuccinata, an infield bunt for Hopkins. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the sixth. LaSalle down by 1, 3-2 to Fordham as Simon takes a strike at the knees. See O'Day trying to catch up to that fastball, but Zimmerman pumps it right by him for strike 3. The 0-1. Breaking ball, Simon pokes it into center field, coming on Godric, but it's Vasquez putting it away. They throw home. Here's the play. He's out. What a play by the Fordham defense. Bases loaded, nobody out. They got him.
What a play. And the LaSalle head coach,
David Miller.
David Miller.
Can't believe it.
He is so upset with the home plate umpire.
Bases loaded, nobody out. O'Day goes down on strike. Simon pops it up to the second baseman as Guckin tries to advance from third. 3-2, we go to the bottom of the sixth. Fordham 3, LaSalle 2. As you see, he was toast. You're watching A10 Baseball on ESPN+. Back here at Houlihan Park, we're going to look at this one again. Simon pokes it into shallow center. Vasquez was going back to the play, turns, fires home.
Dom, let me just say, I don't understand why you're tagging there. A shallow pop, shallow center field. All baseball logic would tell you not to tag up. And you were saying during the break, you think the complaint was that behind the plate, Bardwell might have been blocking the plate, so the runner, Guckin, wasn't able to score. I don't know about that.
We saw David Miller, the head coach of LaSalle, come out and arguing with Anthony Nziro, the home plate umpire. And obviously you saw from the replay he was out by a mile.
It couldn't have been that.
He was saying, was he blocking the plate and did not allow him to score or get positioning at home plate. But from that angle, every angle we've seen, it looks like he was out no matter what.
Either way, just a great heads-up play by the Fordham defense, especially second baseman Vasquez, making not an easy play also in shallow center, and then having the presence of mind to realize that the runner was coming home and throw him out.
There's Justin Bardwell swinging at the first pitch, back to the net. 0-1. And Matt Holt still out there. 1-2-3 inning in the fourth, and the fifth kind of struggled, and Baker came around to score to give Fordham a 3-2 lead. He faced 5 batters in that inning.
He's hoping to face 3 again. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, the way you just said that was kind of funny. Here's the 0-1. High pop-up. Simon out of the crouch. Does he have a play? He does. 1 away.
Good job by Simon. He struggled at the dish. He came in batting below the Mendoza line, but that's what a catcher's supposed to do. Fundamentally played it, took his mask off right away, and it looked like from the moment that he took his mask off, he had a read on it, and it was relatively easy for him to make.
And here's your favorite player, Jason Cools.
Favorite name.
Favorite
Let's
name.
say he's my favorite player.
Favorite
We probably
name.
shouldn't have favorite players. We're broadcasters, supposed to be unbiased.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
You can have a favorite name, though.
That's kind of biased.
No. I could pick a favorite name for LaSalle, too.
Okay. I actually like Tatum Levins. That's a great name.
Tatum Levins is a good name, and he's their best player. So,
True.
best player, best name.
Cools, single, stole base, came around to score in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. Low 1-1.
Cools with one of those 3 stolen bases that the Rams have racked up so far in this ball game.
There's the 1-1 from Holt. Grounded. Foul down the third base line.
Been a pretty nice day. So it was really nice a couple hours ago. Now some more clouds over the field, but still just an ideal May Saturday
See
afternoon.
that nice sunset out over the bleachers in left center field.
You see the Botans as well, Botanical Gardens in the distance.
Is that what you call it, Botans?
I mean, if you go to the school, yeah, you call it the Botans.
That's just a shot at me.
I've been here longer than you, so.
True.
I've been here quite long because what we're hoping is next Saturday, graduation. Hopefully we're getting some decent weather for it.
Definitely hope so. Last year
They
was
got
just a mess.
That was a bad situation for them. I did have to buy, just in case, severe weather tickets. I hope I don't have to use them.
Wait, they sell severe weather
Severe
tickets?
weather tickets, yeah. You don't have to buy tickets if it's outside, but if there's severe weather, you need
Because
it
there's
to go.
obviously not enough room
not
in
enough
the
seats. Yeah.
gym. Yeah. They do it in the Rose Hill Gym, correct?
I think so, yeah. Or they do it in Lombardi.
Oh, okay.
You'll be doing it one day.
Yeah. I'm actually
Do you not know what Lombardi is either?
No, I don't. What is the school? Where are we?
Do you know who the person Lombardi is?
Vince, I think his name was.
Yeah.
That one's poked into right center field and down for a base hit. Cools thought about going for 2 as it was bobbled for a second by Faso. A 1-out single for Jason Cools. 2 for 3 in the game now.
Yeah, it's a good time to tack another one on with 1 down. Cools gets the first. Bottom of the order for the Rams, but it's not a bottom of the order that's typical in the sense of Baker especially can produce, LaBella can produce. These guys are still having decently solid seasons, so it's not like everything is lost now that you're at the bottom of the order.
There's LaBella for 2 in the contest. Struck out in the second. Flew out to center in the fourth. Takes a strikeout at the knees. He disagrees.
Doesn't look like he's – maybe he said a little something to the home plate umpire.
These past 2 innings, Anthony Anzero's been hearing it from both sides.
Yeah. Well, maybe that means you're doing your job. You're a home plate umpire if you're hearing it from
True.
both sides.
Or you could also be doing your job when you don't get yelled at. It goes either way.
Yeah, I mean, you'd prefer to never get yelled at, I would say.
They go pitch out. Snap throw to first. Nice job by Gucking getting a glove on that one. Definitely don't want that going into right field.
Alas, though, that's the life of a home plate umpire, Dom. Most of the time, you're going to
True.
get some conversations. I mean, he got the worst of it at the end of the last inning.
Yeah, David Miller was not happy about that play. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 count to LaBella as Holt steps off. First base side of the rubber. Check over to first. Cools back. Cools stole a base in the second. Came around to score.
Bet you Holt knows that.
I'm sure he does. That's why he's checking over.
Are you mad at me after
I'm
the
not
comment I made?
I'm just sure the pitcher that's pitching right now knows. Cut on a miss to throw down to second. In time.
Wow.
Wow, they finally got him. Hopkins with the pick. Cools caught stealing.
Yeah, finally they're able to connect. 3 for 4 the Rams are now on stolen base attempts. Simon, he struggled a bit with his throws. That was probably the best throw he's had so far. And the pick, especially, like you said, was able to be made. That was the biggest problem.
1-2 count to LaBella here in the bottom of the 6th.
There's the timeout again.
You knew it was coming again.
The dreaded timeout from behind home plate.
You see this throw by Simon. One hop, nice job by Hopkins. Got the glove on. This one's a breaky ball in the dirt.
Yeah,
2-2.
And it's okay if it one hops on the throw from the catcher. It's just if it bounces all over the place and it's hard to scoop up. Because that was a decent enough throw. It was on Hopkins at second to scoop it up, and he was able to do it.
2-2. Fouled back to the netting. Did you think it was coming to you?
Yeah, I thought that was coming right at me.
It has to go first
The
through
net and the window.
The window.
Yeah.
And then it'll get to you.
Right. I think the odds are
Could happen.
in my favor for that not to happen.
Have you ever been in a press box where a ball's almost taken off your head?
Not taken off my head, but I've been in it where a ball got in. The windows were open.
My life flashed before my eyes last year when I was at Staten Island in the press box. The ball, I had the window open. The ball legit flew. I was looking down at a paper, and if my head was up, it would have hit me right between the eyes.
Ooh.
Strike 3. LaBella down swinging. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-2, Fordham leads it. You're watching A10 Baseball on ESPN+.